shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. The Panthers at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Again, it's Foreman. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Mayfield with it once more. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Touchdown! Tommy Tremble, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen.
Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former 2nd overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits. On 3rd down, Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost
lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just...
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Mariota. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
They find some open field here.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
21-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
His pass caught at the 4. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Touchdown!
Deontay Foreman.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. A CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield? They're eligible too.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So out come the Falcons now. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
They've got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield to the right side and complete to Thomas. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. But the Falcons now are going to go on offense late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals, but it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022.
Now Foreman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A carry for Foreman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
A gain of 3, second down. Here's Foreman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll run on first down. Foreman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Foreman will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They'll go with Foreman. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Deontay Foreman, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and... And it is 42-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And here now come the Falcons.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Patterson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's got some space here. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night match. And we're back now in Charlotte.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He's going to flip. And I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
That's not good enough, man.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Mariota to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Algier is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come.
Green, black block, Smith red, yellow, line.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long, and here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's complete outright to the tight end, Trimble.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
On the give, this is Hubbard.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Mariota on 1st down. Kaderl Hodge has it complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A first down throw for Mariota. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 44, Mariota. And complete to Drake London. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Mariota again. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down, Mariota. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota dancing to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And now 3 drops. Fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Carolina, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.